Hey, Chiefs Kingdom. Let me ask you something. What makes being a fan of this team so special? It's not just about the touchdowns or the epic comebacks, right? It's about the connection, the sense of family, and the stories that remind us why we love this team. Today, I've got one of those stories for you. It's about Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the powerhouse running back we've all cheered for, and his teammate Travis Kelce, who proves that being a Chief is about more than just game day heroics. This story isn't just about football, it's about loyalty, resilience, and the bond that keeps this team strong on and off the field. Now, I've got to ask, have you ever thought about what goes on behind the scenes in a player's life? The struggles they face that we don't see? Clyde's journey this season has been a powerful reminder of just how human our heroes are. Before we dive into the details, though, do me a quick favor, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Seriously, it's fans like you who keep this community alive and help us bring you more stories like this. Together, let's hit our next goal of 1,000 subscribers. Alright, buckle up because this isn't just a story about Clyde or Kelce, it's a story about what makes Chiefs Kingdom so special. Ready to dive in? Let's get into Clyde's incredible journey. Alright, let's talk about Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You already know him as the electric running back who can cut through defenses like a hot knife through butter. But what you might not know is the personal battle he's been fighting, a battle that started long before he stepped onto the NFL stage. Back in 2018, Clyde faced a life-changing moment that no one should ever have to endure. He was caught in an attempted robbery that turned deadly. Can you imagine the fear and pressure of a situation like that? He had to make a split-second decision to defend a friend, and while the authorities ruled it as self-defense, the emotional scars from that night didn't just disappear. But Clyde? He pushed forward. He poured himself into football, becoming a star at LSU and eventually earning a spot with our Kansas City Chiefs. On the field, he was unstoppable. Off the field, though, that trauma stayed with him, quietly building up. Fast forward to this season, and it all became too much. Clyde was placed on the reserve list for 6 games to focus on his mental health, an incredibly brave decision. He's been dealing with PTSD, something that's landed him in the hospital multiple times. It's a powerful reminder that even the toughest athletes are still human, facing struggles we might never see. Now, I want to hear from you. How important do you think mental health support is for players? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get a conversation going because your perspective matters here. And hey, if you're just tuning in, don't forget to subscribe. Your support helps us share these incredible stories and bring more fans like you into the Chiefs family. So, we've got Clyde's story on the table. Next, we'll dive into the heartwarming way Travis Kelce stepped up to support his teammate. Trust me, you don't want to miss this part. Ready to keep going? Now here's where the story takes a really heartwarming turn. You already know Travis Kelce is one of the best tight ends in the game, but what he did for Clyde Edwards-Helaire this season shows us that he's much more than just a superstar on the field, he's a true friend. When Clyde opened up about his struggles, it wasn't just his teammates who noticed. Travis Kelce, being the kind of guy he is, didn't just offer a few encouraging words and move on. No, Kelce went all in. He became someone Clyde could rely on, someone who showed up day after day, not just as a teammate, but as a lifeline. Clyde even mentioned that during one of the darkest times of his life, being around Kelce made him feel like himself again. Imagine that, a friend who's there not just in the highs, but especially when the lows hit hardest. That's what being a part of Chiefs Kingdom is all about. And the bond didn't stop with words. Kelce gave Clyde a special nickname, GBC, which stands for Good Brother Clyde. How cool is that? It's more than just a nickname, it's a symbol of the deep friendship they share. When Clyde shared his personal story, Kelce's response on social media said it all, GBC, my good brother for life. Y'all got to tune into this one. One of the strongest men I know. You could feel the love and respect in that post. So, Chiefs Kingdom, let's take a second to reflect. Who do you think has the strongest bond on the Chiefs team? I'm curious, let me know in the comments. And, if you're loving these behind-the-scenes stories, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps us bring more of these heartfelt moments to light. Now that you've seen just how powerful this bond is between Travis and Clyde, let's zoom out a bit and talk about something that affects all athletes: mental health. In the next chapter, we'll dive into why this kind of support system is so critical, not just for Clyde, but for all players. Stick with me. Now that we've seen how strong the bond is between Travis Kelce and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, let's take a step back and talk about something that's just as important: mental health. You might not always see it, but mental health plays a huge role in an athlete's performance, and it's something we don't hear enough about in the world of professional sports. We're used to hearing about physical injuries, right? Sprains, breaks, concussions, you name it. But mental health struggles? That's still a topic that doesn't get nearly enough attention. And yet, the pressure these players face every day is immense. Expectations, grueling training, and the constant spotlight, those are just the obvious stresses. On top of that, they're people with their own personal battles, many of which we never see. Clyde's story is a perfect example of why mental health needs more focus in professional sports. He's not just an athlete, he's a person with real struggles. And having someone like Travis Kelce by his side, a teammate who truly cares, can make all the difference. It's also a reminder of the power of camaraderie. Having a support system in the locker room can be the difference between facing those struggles alone or knowing you have someone to lean on. We saw that with Clyde, and it's something that can impact the whole team's performance. When players are mentally strong and supported, it's a game changer. Now, I've got a question for you. Do you think the NFL should do more to support players' mental health? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. This is something that's long overdue in the league, and I'd love to hear what you think. And if you're enjoying the conversation so far, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates from the Chiefs family. Alright, now that we've discussed the importance of mental health, let's shift gears a bit. Next up, we're going to talk about Clyde's return to the team and the role his teammates have played in his comeback. Ready to see how he's bouncing back? Let's dive into it. Alright, Chiefs Kingdom, let's talk about the comeback. After everything Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been through, he's back, and it's clear he's more focused and determined than ever. On October 15th, Clyde officially returned to the team, ready to get back to doing what he does best. But this isn't just a typical return. This time, Clyde is playing with a deeper sense of purpose. Imagine what it must feel like to step back onto the field after facing not just physical challenges, but the weight of mental and emotional struggles. It takes incredible resilience, and Clyde has proven that he's not just a fighter, he's a winner. And here's the exciting part: with the playoffs on the horizon, Clyde has set his sights on something big, helping the Chiefs secure another Super Bowl win. Can you picture it? Clyde, backed by the unwavering support of his teammates and the strength he's gained from overcoming his battles, making crucial plays when it matters most. Of course, none of this would be possible without the support system he's had around him, especially Travis Kelce. Their bond has been instrumental in Clyde's journey, and it's a testament to the kind of brotherhood that makes this team so special. Now, here's a fun question for you. Do you think Clyde has what it takes to make a game-changing impact in the playoffs this year? Vote in the comments and let's see what Chiefs Kingdom thinks. And hey, if you're as pumped as I am to see Clyde back in action, don't forget to like this video. It's a simple way to show your support and help us keep growing this community of passionate Chiefs fans. So, Clyde is back and ready to make waves. But what does his journey mean for us as fans? In the next chapter, we'll wrap it all up and talk about the lessons we can take from his incredible story. Stick around, it's all coming together next.